Hello! Today we'll be talking about Torchic, the first Fire-type Pokemon and first Fire-type base Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It's also the first base starter Pokemon to gain a typing upon evolution, and the only base starter Pokemon to have a gender difference. Its previous BYC dates are November 7th, 1996, August 29th, 1999, June 19th, 2002, April 9th, 2005, January 29th, 2008, November 19th, 2010, September 9th, 2013, June 30th, 2016, April 21st, 2019, and February 9th, 2022. I think Torchic is cute. I most know it as May's Pokemon in the main anime series. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we're talking about Torchic, the chick Pokemon whose number is 0255. This is what it looks like. Its type is Fire, abilities Blaze, Speed Boost is its hidden ability. Gender ratio is 87.5% male and 12.5% female. Catch rate is 45 or 11.9%. Breeding is a group field to hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 1 foot 4 or 0.4 meters. Weight is 5.5 pounds. Or 2.5 kilograms. Basic experience yield is 65 at Gen 3 through 4, and 62 and 5+. Leveling rate is medium slow, EV yield is 1, and special attack. Shape is that, footprint is that. Pokédex color is red? No. So this is one of the times I mentioned back in the Trico video that sometimes the colors are wrong. You can obviously see that is not correct. There's no real red on it. I mean, orange definitely contains yellow and red, but that's not really the thing. I think they don't have orange because some cultures don't have the color orange or something like that. And so, I don't know, maybe that's the best they could go. I mean, they could have gone with yellow, though, or black for the eyes and the outline. I don't know why they chose red. Base friendship is 70. Torchic is a Fire-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It evolves into Combuskin starting at level 16, which evolves to Blaziken starting at level 36. Along with Trico and Mudkip, Torchic is one of the 3 first partner Pokemon of Hoenn available at the beginning of Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire. Biology, Torchic is a small chick Pokemon with stubby, downy yellow wings. Its body is covered with orange feathers and a fluffy coat of down. There is an orange and yellow crest on its head that resembles a flame. Its 2 thin legs and short beak are a light brownish yellow, and the feet have 3 toes in front and 1 in the back. A male Torchic will have a small black speck on its rear that is not present in females. Within Torchic's belly, this Pokemon has a flame sac filled with a burning fire. This internal flame sac causes Torchic to feel warm if hugged. The warmth feels similar to a warm water bottle. As long as Torchic is alive, the internal flame will burn continuously. When attacked, it shoots fireballs of 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, or 1,000 degrees Celsius, at its foes, leaving them scorched black. It dislikes darkness as it cannot see its surroundings. Torchic will follow its trainer with unsteady steps. While Torchic is rarely found in the wild, it is known to inhabit grasslands. It has been recently seen living in the terrarium of Blueberry Academy. Evolution, Torchic evolves into Combuskin, which evolves into Blaziken. Torchic, Combuskin, Blaziken. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokemon Pinball, Ruby and Sapphire. Torchic has a large decorative role appearing in the introduction, options menu, and travel mode banner. Pokédex entries in Gen 3 and Ruby. Torchic sticks with its trainer, following behind with unsteady steps. This Pokemon breathes fire of over 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, including fireballs that leave the foe scorched black. Sapphire, Torchic is a place inside its body where it keeps its flame. Give it a hug, it will be glowing with warmth. This Pokemon is covered all over by a fluffy coat of down. Emerald, if attacked, it strikes back by spitting balls of fire it forms on its stomach. A Torchic dislikes darkness because it can't see its surroundings. Fire Red and Leaf Green, it has a flame sac inside its belly that perpetually burns. It feels warm if it is hugged. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, a fire burns inside, so it feels very warm to hug. It launches fireballs of 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, inside its body is a place where it keeps a small flame. Hug it! It will be as warm as a hot water bottle. The Gen 5 Pokédex entries are Diamond, Pearl, and Platinums. In Gen 6, X is Fire Red and Leaf Green's entry. Y is very similar to Diamond, Pearl, Platinum in the Gen 5 entries, but the F in the Fahrenheit F is the whole word now. Omega Ruby is basically rubies, but Torchic, Trainer, and Pokemon are now the correct casing, and the F for Fahrenheit is now the full word. Alpha Sapphire is basically sapphires, but Torchic and Pokemon are now the correct casing, and the short dash is replaced by the long dash. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are very similar to Diamond and Pearls, but slightly different, so we'll read it. So sometimes this happens, where it changes it a little bit. And I read that if it does enough of a big change. Like if it's small things like a word, I'll probably just say it replaces this word with that word, like I did with the Fahrenheit. A fire burns inside it, so it feels very warm to hug. It launches fireballs of 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. In Gen 9, Scarlet, Torchic feels toasty warm if you hug it. It has a flame sac inside its belly, and the flames burn continuously as long as Torchic has life in it. Violet, in its belly it has a sac filled with burning fire, meaning that Torchic feels as warm as a hot water bottle if you hug it. Torchic in the Blueberry Pokedex, interestingly next to Camerupt. Yeah, I guess because it's warm, and they're following the warmth. Yeah, because it's also a fire type, I presume, and then I don't know. Yeah, it's very interesting. Let's look at the camera, that's fun. Probably looking at the camera person, it looks like. That's kind of a fun detail. Game locations, side game locations, and events. Held items, if you're new here, this is a section that sometimes appears in this. And what it is the items that it can hold, and like the percent. I think of how much you can get it. I'm not really sure though. I haven't I still really don't. There's a few instances, and we'll talk about that when we get to it, where it doesn't really make mathematical sense. So events is also something that's different. Not all of them have them, but certain items may be given out at multiple events. So in this case, at whatever event, I don't know, it doesn't say the event, but the held item is Blazikenite. It's 100% of the time, I think. Stats, base stats, HP 45, attack 60, defense 40, special attack 70, special defense 50, speed 45 for a total of 310. Pokeathlon stats, type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, fighting, flying, poison, ghost, electric, psychic, dragon, and dark. Weak to ground, rock, and water for double, immune to nothing, resistant to bug, steel, fire, grass, ice, and fairy for half. Learn set by leveling up, 1 scratch and growl, 3 Ember, 6 Quick Attack, 9 Flame Charge, 12 Detect, 15 Sand Attack, 18 Aerial Ace, 21 Slash, 24 Bounce, 27 Focus Energy, 30 Flamethrower, 33 with Feather Dance, 36 Reversal, and 39 Flare Blitz. By TM, 1 Takedown, 4 Agility, 7 Protect, 12 Low Kick, 24 Fire Spin, 25 Facade, 27 Aerial Ace, 32 Swift, 36 Rock Tomb, 38 Flame Charge, 47 Endure, 49 Sunny Day, 55 Dig, 61 Shadow Claw, 66 Body Slam, 70 Sleep Talk, 85 Rest, 86 Rock Slide, 88 Swords Dance, 103 Substitute, 107 Will-O-Wisp, 118 Heat Wave, 125 Flame Thrower, 130 Helping Hand, 132 Baton Pass, 134 Reversal, 141 Fire Blast, 144 Fire Pledge, 157 Overheat, 165 Flare Blitz, 171 Terror Blast, 191 Uproar, 204 Double Edge, 207 Temper Flare, 216 Feather Dance, and 224 Curse. By breeding, this group gives you Counter, this group gives you Crush Claw, this group gives you Feint, this group gives you Last Resort, this group gives you Night Slash, and this group gives you Peck. Side game data, you got all this, okay. Yep. Pokemon Ranger in the browser entry. Torchic spouts flames from its tiny beak. It can easily incinerate bundled hay. Guardian Signs. It sends out pillars of fire to attack. Got all this, okay. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure in the Pokepark pad entry. Torchic lives in the lava zone. He couldn't go home because the minecart wasn't working. He loves to show off at Bastiodon's Block Barrage. All this. This is a couple new things. New Pokemon Snap in the photo decks. This is a game. They have their own little entries in them, and I'll read them like the Pokedex entries, so. Torchic often pecks at the ground in search of pebbles. Eating pebbles helps it digest its food and makes the flames it exhales even hotter. You could say it's like feeding 2 birds with 1 stone. And the second part is this Pokemon Go note. While I don't read the main Pokemon Go thing, I will read this sentence. In Pokemon Go, Torchic can be obtained by completing 2/6 of the special research, Investigate a Mysterious Energy. Evolution data, Torchic, level 16, Combuskin, level 36 Blaziken. Sprites here, so that's fun. Opposites for the shiny. You got the orange and the yellow. It's a little bit darker orange than the modern one. It's kind of fun. Okay. Then you've got, yes, okay, gender differences in Gen 4. So it's not really on the front sprite. It's in the back sprite. You can see little dot, not little dot. Yeah. And then this is a little bit different. Yellow is more like yellow than light yellow, I guess. Probably still the opposite colors. That's kind of fun. Gen 5, you get the full back sprites. This makes it even harder to see the little dot. Gen 6, got the models, the lighter colors. Still probably a swap though, and then you can see the little, you can't really see the little dot on here. I don't know, it's hard, the model quality is not great. It's a lot more obvious on the shiny. See that there. Yep, not really much changes. You can see the dot more clearly on the max sprite of this one. Yep. And you got Holmes, and then, yeah, the back sprites for Holmes. They're probably just the back of the models, showing off the sprites. That's fun. They don't usually have that, so it's kind of fun to see his back sprite. Or back, whatever image. Other sprites, Emerald's intro sprite, and then Diamond / Pearl, unused back sprites, so yeah, you got those, you can see the note there. Yep. And animation, Torchic and Pokemon the series, Ruby and Sapphire. Maze Torchic is the big one. Yep, got all this, okay. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire animated trailer. So you've got Torchic in the animated trailer, so it's the Pokemon of May from the games. That's the name of the default player or rival character. Torchic in Pokemon Evolution, so we saw this image in the Trico one, but no, it's now about the Torchic, I guess. There's also Mudkip here. In the manga, Torchic in Pokemon Adventures, got all this, yep, in the TCG and the TFG. Other appearances, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, after being released from a Pokeball, Torchic is engulfed in flames and burns nearby brawlers, traps its victim or victims, causing a moderately large amount of damage for the duration of its time on the field. Torchic launches trapped opponents as it leaves the stage, so you can see Torchic and Super Smash Bros. Brawl here. Trophy information. A chick Pokemon. It's a fire type that has a flame sac in its belly, where it produces fireballs reaching 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. It shoots these out of its mouth. While Torchic is as cute as can be, it evolves into powerful combustion when it levels up. It also then becomes a fire and fighting combination. Trivia concept art from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire portrays a different Torchic design with large floppy ears and a flame-shaped marking on the back of its head. Oh, that's interesting. Concept art, yeah. Torchic is the only first stage of a first partner Pokemon that has a gender difference, though its own is very easily missed, being only a 1 pixel difference. It also is the only first partner Pokemon evolutionary line in which all members have gender differences. Torchic is the only first partner Pokemon to consist only of a head and legs. I believe that's referring to the shape we saw in the info box. Origin, Torchic is based on a chicken hatchling. In particular, Torchic's bright orange coloration is based on painted chicks, which are chicks whose feathers are dyed with paint and are typically sold during festivals and fairs. It may also be specifically based on the Lasan, a legendary fire-breathing chicken in Japanese folklore. Torchic's gender difference may be based on vent sexing, a chick sexing technique that originated in Japan, where feces is squeezed out of the chick in order to open its cloaca, allowing the chick sexer to observe whether it has a bump inside its cloaca. Normally, only male chicks have this bump. Name origin, Torchic may be a combination of torch and chick, a baby bird. Akamo may be a combination of Akachin, baby, and Shamo, a breed of Japanese chicken once raised for fighting. In other languages, see also references, external links to the first partner trios, and the Super Smash Bros. Series. Let's move on. Now let's watch Torchic's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 275, Get the Show on the Road. In this episode, Ash Ketchum and his faithful Pokemon Pikachu have come to the Hoenn region where they have met an up-and-coming trainer, May, who is getting her Pokemon from Professor Birch, who is introducing the Fire-type starter, Torchic.
Next, I'd like you to meet Torchic.
Torchic.
That's
Torchic
May,
is a fire
Ash.
type.
Awesome.
Yeah. Grass and water ones. Mudkip
Well,
and...
this one's not so bad. I like it. That's that. I choose Torchic. Torchic.
Be sure to take that Pokédex and those Pokéballs too. If you work hard, you can become an even better...
Yeah, okay. So that I would say is Torchic's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Torchic. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at TV Nerd fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain Torchic. And for those of you who are new here this series, this first image doesn't contain a Torchic, so we'll just ignore that one and start with this one. So this is Fire Starters by Clockbirds. So we got all the Fire Starters, and I think the first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gens. So got Charmander, Cyndaquil, Torchic, Chimchar, Litten, Tepig, and Fennekin here. So it's, you can see it's having a fire for the campfire, and there are roasted marshmallows on it. That's Very nice. And it's kind of burning its own a little bit, maybe. That's kind of fun. It's a very well done piece of art. Anything else is sad and silly. This is Romance PG by Saisha. Interesting. A romantic image, I guess, between Mudkip and Torchic. I don't know what that's about. I got Hoenn starters by Blue Komodori. So you got, you know, the 3 starters. Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. Like being raised above for some reason. Yeah. Very interesting. This doesn't contain a Torchic, so we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming today at 1 p.m. CDT, Central Daylight Time. I'll be trying to get the remaining Pokemon in the Gen 2 Pokedex that I can. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Combuskin. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow in a slightly different outfit.